Today, I want to talk about your competition. And actually, I want to talk about how you don't have any competition. Do not focus on your competition. I'm going to talk about making your competition irrelevant, but more than that, your mindset. Now, you've heard of the fixed mindset and the open mindset. One is you're just set in your ways, and the other. Today, I'm going to talk about your competition, or I should say your lack of competition, where you shouldn't even be worried about your competition. But if you're in business, you're always worried about your competition. And that is just the wrong mindset to have. And I'm going to dive deep into this and talk about how you're going to make your competition irrelevant. They're not even in the same league as you. Now, you've heard of the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. Dr. Carol Dweck wrote the book Mindset, and she was the one that coined that fixed and growth mindset. Now, fixed mindset is fixed on something. Growth is obviously able to expand. In your mindset, you could be creative, and that would be the growth, or you can be competitive, and that would be the fixed. Now, Michael Jordan is people go, he's so competitive. Not really. He didn't really have any competition. Sure, he got on a basketball court and he did for that 60 minutes where they had to win the game. He went to practice every day. He went before everyone else and he stayed after everyone else. And he didn't go to practice to go, I need to be better than Magic Johnson. I need to be better than Larry Bird. He went there and he said, I need to be better than me. I need to be better than who I was yesterday. He worked on his game to be creative. He kept recreating himself. Early on in his career, he'd take it to the hole, and then he developed more of an outside shot and then the three-pointer. And then as the career went on, he recreated himself as to a better defender as he had other teammates. So creativity, and I don't want you to think like an artist so much. You don't have to be an artist. Creativity is from the inside out. Like think like an artist for a second. They have something inside, they have to bring them out and create their art. Creativity is what is in you to come out, what you feel you could produce, what you feel you can do. And that's what Michael Jordan did. He kept on saying, what more can I do? Reinventing himself, recreating himself, not focusing on his competition. When it came down to the competition on the in the game, it was a foregone conclusion. He won, right? Because he kept worrying or working on his creativity. When your focus is on someone else, somewhere else, or something else, that's a competitive mindset, isn't it? Your focus is somewhere else. Your focus needs to be on you. Don't worry about everyone else. I need to be the best runner I could be if I'm going to run a race. That's all I can control. I can't control how good the guy next to me is running. I have no control over that. Why would I focus on that? I focus on my training. I focus on my skills. I focus on my development. I focus on who I can become. Same thing with business. Don't worry about your competition. That's just the mindset that I'm going to talk about here. But more than that, I want to talk about making your competition irrelevant. First of all, you're in business. Love your business. Fall in love with your business. I've heard a lot of business people, don't fall in love with your business in case you sell it. You know what I don't like doing? Selling businesses. You know why? I turn them into cash cows. I keep getting checks for doing nothing. I created it. I'd rather take the Sir Richard Branson approach to it, create it, invest about 90 days into it, get it really where you want, and then step away and let it keep paying you. Let your business work for you. Yes, I fall in love with it. It's my baby. It's my darling. Each one of them is. And each one of them pays me. It's like a cash cow. So fall in love with it. You don't have to worry about your exit strategy. Why would I want to exit? Right? That's my thing is, why exit? I just keep growing and expanding. So the first thing is fall in love with it. Now, you're a small business. And I use the term small business because we're on our way to being big. We're going to be big business. Your small business is an extension of you. That is 100% an extension of you are. You're your strengths, right? Your voice, your values, your quirkiness, all of it is in your business. And that's wonderful. Put it all in there, give it a personality. Let your business tell stories. People love stories. That's what you have to do with your business because your competition doesn't have the same stories. They don't have the same values. They don't have the same voice. They don't have the same strengths. They don't have the same quirkiness as you do. Use it. Let it become an extension of you. You can go to any business I own and you can walk in and you can see the personality in that business, and it's mine. And that's exactly what the Kardashians do. Every product they ever come out with that they put their name on, it's an extension of them, right? Their personal brand is larger than their product. Their product is their personality. And George Clooney did it, and with his Casamigo, and so many celebrities who are coming out with alcohol now are putting their personal brand into it. They're putting their company as an extension of themselves. And I know you're thinking right away, but Steve, they're celebrities. No, you have a uniqueness to you, right? You have a total uniqueness. You have your strengths, you have your stories, you have your quirkiness. Get it out there, express it, put your heart into it, because nobody else has it like you. And that is how you can make your competition irrelevant. But I'm going to take it one step further. You know how you're really going to make them irrelevant is, and this is going to sound funny, but when everyone goes right, turn left. You're going to open up new values in your business that's going to open up a new market space for you. If everybody does things the same old way, the same old way, the same old way, and you do it different, right? People are going to take notice to that. You would be the trendsetter, be the first one through the door. And what's the purpose for doing that? In automotive, the first company that gave out like a loaner car way back in the day, like what? All of a sudden, every customer wanted to go there because they weren't without a car. No shops were doing it back then. Now there's plenty of them, but now there's Uber. Now you can bring your car in and you can get an Uber voucher. Right? There was nobody who was doing that at one time. And that's adding value in a space where it's not yet. You're creating that. And when you could turn left when everyone else in your space is turning right. There's a book, Blue Ocean Strategies. And in the book, they talk about why compete in a red ocean. The ocean's a red of blood of everyone competing with one another, is go and do things different. Circus du Soleil, the Canadian circus company, is it a circus? Is it a theater? Now, the circus is dying. And Circus Soleil looked at it differently, and they said, well, what's the circus doing that we could do differently? And they broke it down, and they have a whole strategy canvas they developed. And if you read the book, I'm not going to get into it here because we don't have a lot of time, but if you read the book, and they talk about the strategy canvas within that and how you could do things differently, and it really makes you think. It offers a lot. I'm not going to get into the book. I really don't want to feel like I'm stealing his stuff that wrote it, or her, whoever wrote it, but I want you to read the book, and that'll be a tremendous help. It's called, again, Blue Ocean Strategies, I believe it's called. Anyway, so in the end, you don't have competition. You've never had competition. If you believe you did, that's, between your ears, because you really don't, because you are so unique, right? Nobody's like you. Take your uniqueness. You're amazing.